Hello, hello everybody, and welcome back to some more League of Dracula action for you. And in this game, I'm playing as the Hunters versus Mistergreen. Mistergreen, the OG himself. We've played against each other many times, but we haven't played each other recently, actually. I don't remember when the last time was we played against each other. Oh, yes. Anyone doesn't know, Mistergreen was the very first player I ever played against joining the community. And I remember I was playing Dracula against him, and I got something like 9 or 10 influence points really early, because I killed a hunter, and I got Reckless to Mature, and I was like, oh, this is a piece of piss game, this is. And then I promptly got absolutely shafted by every hunter in Granada. So, yeah. um, so yeah, we've played a lot of games in the past. Not so much recently because I haven't been playing in tournaments so much until now, and Mr. Green's been away. Oh, sorry. So yeah, this is like 2022 all over again. So we'll have to see. Obviously, Mr. Green was not in the original tournament lineup, but then replaced somebody who dropped out. So yeah, Mr. Green's only played 2 games so far, just because of coming in late to the tournament and everything. That's fine. He's won both of them with maximum IDS, so yeah, that doesn't bode well at all for me, does it? I'll ally Harker here because it's been used very well against me. So let's put Harker in play. But Mr. Green hasn't played any Dracula games this tournament yet. They've all been Hunter games. So yeah, I don't know. He hasn't played a lot of the Immortal update, but it makes Dracula a little bit more friendly to play. So it might work in his favor. We'll have to see. There's a bit of a spontaneous recording. I randomly asked him for availability. And we were looking at maybe for the weekend, but then because Mr. Green's come in late into the tournament, he's got more games to catch up on. Quite a lot of them of which are against American opponents. So I kind of realized, well, maybe the weekend is not a good time for us to play because he might want to free up his weekend availability to play other people. I just said, well, we could play now, but that's very short notice. He's like, I can play now. Classic Mr. Green. So yeah, we just get a game here. So yeah, my siesta has been interrupted, but oh well, that's what it is. If you hear me yawning, that is. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is the reason why. I also didn't sleep the best last night. So yeah, but we'll try our very best here. I'm undefeated so far, but I know it's not going to last forever. Just winning 16 games, 16 all 16 games in the league is going to be almost impossible, I think. And especially when I'm against people like Mr. Green, and we play no. Played against each other a lot, so, he knows my style, I know his, but he might be doing some sneaky stuff, or maybe not, I don't know, we'll have to see, we'll just... Oh. Well, that's good. Oh dear. I assume my internet hasn't died? It says I have Wi-Fi on my phone. Oh, okay, well. I was thinking, do I trade with Mina? Because of that white one. Let's do one more load of tickets. And then trade. Cool, that was worth it. Lucy's Revenge, I need to get traded across. I might do that tomorrow. Yeah, I am going to get horse economy set up here. That's more important than scanning. Cool. Okay, fine. Okie dokie. So yeah, I've been in decent form so far, but at the same time, I cannot control what my opponents do, but I can only control my actions, and even though I've you know, won and I've got big, you know, decent IDS score. There are definitely things I've seen in my own gameplay, either spontaneously during the game or after the fact. I was like, should have done that differently. Should have done that differently. That was a mistake. So I'm always kind of like that. I'm a bit of a perfectionist anyway, but uh, that's kind of the mentality I was in when I was, you know, playing in the league in 2022 and then the spring regionals in 2023. It was very much, you know, very kind of not hyper focused, but you know, concentrating on my own errors and how to cut them out and just get better. I didn't expect, you know, I thought I was going to be quite rusty at the beginning. He's not misdirecting. What is this? Okay. Maybe he forgot to because of the slide, the way the trail now slides. Maybe he forgot to do it. I don't know. I didn't expect things to be going so well for me. I expected to be a bit rusty, especially I hadn't played much over the summer either. God, what are these Dracula events? Unbelievable. So yeah, it's I really didn't expect things to be going as well for me as they are. I really expected to be very rusty. So you know, I cannot complain. I shouldn't be doing this. I need to get that white one out. I'm gonna have to trade for that Lucy's Revenge. Excellent Weather's good on you, but Speed Telegraph's good on you. Scan. Okay. Yeah, I thought I was going to be a bit rusty at the beginning, but yeah, we'll just have to see how things go. I'm still not. I'm still not sitting here expecting me to, you know, finish the league in top position before the knockouts, or even, you know, in the top 4 yet. I'd like to be, obviously, but I've got 4 very difficult games now. Not to disrespect any of my other opponents, of course, but Pizza Wizard and Mistergreen are quite formidable. I was hoping to avoid them until the 3rd and 4th phase of the league, where it's all based on ranking rather than random, but oh well. I've been pitted against the 2 of them, so I'm just going to have to deal with them. Yeah, it's one of those things, so just got to do the best I can, and roll with it. Dogs. I'll probably keep a pistol. That's better. That's more like it. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh, I also like that. But I will not use it now. Okay. Wait, one. Oh, come on. Give me the things I need. Nope. Right. I need to free up space on you. So really, what I'm going to do here, because Gadami is very safe because of this Lucy's Revenge, I'll give him Renewed Vigor as well. Oh, what do I do with you, Mina? We get a ticket? Yeah, we got a ticket. No, it was. So yeah. I have 4 very difficult games. I think those games will really tell me if I'm in a really proper position to actually, you know, challenge for this title this time around, or if it's just my score has been inflated. We'll just see how it goes. Fuck me sideways. Oh no. I was going to trade with Mina, but I don't think it would have made that much of a difference. God damn it. That's very unfortunate. Oh well. Take what you're given, I suppose. Where is he? Where do we think he is? He hasn't misdirected, which is very, very weird. I'll check these two. Okay. It's very weird. Thing is, this Mystic Research is fine, but I'm gonna have to trade that off at some point. But I don't want them to reveal another really strong event to him. Oh, so I can probably reveal Surprising Return. Once Nav Gadaming gets a horse, I'm gonna have to ditch Heavenly Host. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Seward has very poor items. Right. Now the problem is I've got a full ward. Maybe maybe I trade with Seward and then trade with Mina. I mean, this thing's gonna get revealed, so it's very possible I might move. I think, yeah, I think having the Mystic Research makes sense. Oh dear. That's what you get for not playing in the Immortal. That's right, you can't misdirect in time. Haha. Nice. Ooh, he's in Paris. Well, he was in Paris. Ah. Interesting. Well, Seward can rail up to Bordeaux. Yeah, I'm going to move one hunter over to... Yeah, I've got to move at least one hunter over to Munich, so I think that's going to have to be Godalming's job. Not I'm very happy about it, but... I don't like moving like this. I'd rather wait one more turn, but... It's just too much yeah, I don't know. Does mean a supply. If I move over, I'll be able to scan. And it also gives me another option to get to that location if I need it. Yeah, I think I have to do that. Don't know. He might then wolf form past me, which isn't really what I hope he doesn't do. I'm gonna have to keep tickets here. Because I don't know where he is adjacent to Paris. If it's Geneva, I'm screwed. Because I can't get there in time. So I'm gonna have to keep all these tickets. Oh, nope. Scan, please. Okay. So, Saturday, Hunter phase, he was in Germania. Oh, Strasbourg. Ah, okay. That's actually fine. I can get there. Oh, he didn't lair Paris? What? Interesting. So he's gone... What's he done? And he hasn't wolf formed, which is so weird. Given I've kind of vacated this area. Right, question is, who goes to deal with I'd rather move Mina to Strasbourg because she has more weaponry to give to Seward. So maybe Gdaman goes up to Leipzig. I might be leaving this wide open. But there's not a huge amount. I'm a little bit happier about this, though. Now what? Do you supply? Do you move? Supply, move, supply, move. No, you need to be adjacent to Mina the next turn. You could be here, actually. Okay. He is there. Alright, I'll just escape route this combat then. I'll just escape route this combat. Okay, that's fine. This could have worked out way worse for me. If Seward didn't take that full damage, I would definitely fight this and try and use the Heavenly Host on him, but I'll just escape route it, it's fine. He might go to the UK now, so I have to keep Van Helsing where he is for now. Do I search this? I think the answer is yes. Just for efficiency's sake. Yellow belly? I don't know that expression. That's interesting. You need to heal. Do you play Mystic Research to free up a slot? Where did he go next? Oh, no, I don't play Mystic Research. This might be a hoax. So I'll do ticket economy here. Mind, make it worse. You search, how bad could it be? Great. Great. So, the thing after Strasbourg's maturing, I should have maybe got tickets with Seward, but I didn't. It is what it is. So I'm not going to lose my mind over it. I hope it's not a hoax. That would be a little bit awful. If it's a vampire, I'll wipe the rumor token, so eh. So what's he done? He's gone Leipzig, Frankfurt, Cologne? I assume that's what he's done. Maybe I shouldn't have searched Strasbourg, but there's just more of a chance that that one's the hoax. Who put Saboteur first? Jonathan Harker. Oh, what? Frankfurt. So he has gone Hamburg, Cologne, or Cologne, Amsterdam. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, we'll see what Frankfurt is. Hopefully it's not a hoax. If it's a hoax, then... Oh, he did layer Paris. Okay. No thanks. I'm not gonna engage in your tomfoolery. Oh, that's not great. Oh, that's not good at all. I can give it to Mina. I think actually I need to move to Seward to at least do a couple trades here. I can't supply, because I might end up having to give away something I don't want to. I don't like that I'm freeing up spaces here, but I haven't got a lot of choice in the matter, unfortunately. So let's do tickets. Come on, give me a white one. Thank you. That's better. I think you healing makes sense. And you have to trade with Seward. Use event cards. No. Do I give him a horse? Possibly. I can then give it to Mina, maybe. Let's get a ticket. I'll chuck that back in the pile. Okay. Well, we'll see what Frankfurt is, and we'll take it from there. Are you gonna stay in Paris? Are you gonna move? You can't hide there, but it doesn't get an encounter, fortunately. Could wolf form, but wolf form isn't the best here. Fortunately, for me. I'd be really surprised if he doesn't wolf form. He could wolf form back into Germany, though. So... if he doesn't wolf... yeah, he's wolf formed. Right, okay, I don't pounce on him now, then. If he hadn't wolf formed, I would have totally gone for it, but... right, okay. Oh, really? Rude. So he led Frankfurt. Okay. So I guess I have to go now deal with Hamburg. It is Hamburg. Okay, that gives me a day. If I discover it's a vampire, I can move Seward back there. Oh. That's not ideal. I try to knife him. Maybe I have to move Van Helsing over, but the problem is I don't have... typical. Typical. Yeah, probably knife first was probably a stupid play, honestly. Yeah, I think I just escaped now, actually. I don't want to waste these items trying to kill this. If I send Van Helsing get there by rail, I can move Mina to Seward so they scan Germany, France. I'll get it right eventually. Yeah, he's left me with quite a lot to do. I think you supplying... yep, that's good for me. Chartered carriage is also very good. Right. Let's use the rails. Gyro will be proud. Let's go and deal with this. With the holy bullets and stuff, we can gang up on it. I can use Mystic Research at night. Is he going to ambush me? Nope. Of course you don't. Right, let's get Mina here. So... yeah. I can also then switch. I think switching items makes a lot of sense here. And I play Mystic Research with Van Helsing. Right, sorry about that. So let's think. I give Heavenly Host and take horses off. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, like Van Helsing resupplies. Yeah, that makes sense to me, I think. Do you trade? No, I'm kind of happy with what you've got. So I think you need to try and get this last white one. Nope, never mind. But a 3-2 rail... Oh, no, I need to do a Paris. Don't know what I'm talking about. There's no hoax in my future. So I'll play this Mystic Research. Okay. So we've got Mystic Research is 3. Let's scan. Okay, he's still in Gallia. So my guess is he's Wolf to Toulouse. So I think what I do here is I send Seward to Paris, and we'll see what's there. Mina doesn't have a ticket, so she has to supply and then get a ticket. She might get horses. That would be ideal. This roadblock isn't going to do anything for him, so that's fine. Okay. So if by the end of the next day I have dealt with both these rumor tokens, I'll be very happy. I'll be extremely happy. That means I have nullified a lot of his pressure in good time. Okay. Right. Now, the issue I've got now is... I don't want to supply with Godalming, but if I do, then... Do I play Speedy Telegraph? No, I'm going to have to lose a day action no matter what. Yeah, I'm losing a day action no matter what with this new vampire. It's a real shame, but... Yeah, Van Helsing's going to lose his day action. Not a huge amount I can do about it, but... I will not play Lucy's Revenge. So I want to keep that. Right, so the way I'm going to do this is play weapons and then punch and then weapons. Because then I'm getting basically more turns where I'm doing more damage to the vampire. Okay, he's blocking my pistol, which is a bit unfortunate, but... But this is fine. Okay, so that's 3 damage. So if I double punch now... even if he fangs, he'll still be on 3. And then... no matter what, he'll die the following turn. Yeah, this guarantees the death here of the vampire. Unless I've miscalculated. Cool, that's even better for me. That's even better. If he now targets Van Helsing with the pistol in the 3rd round, I will not use Holy Bullets. Holy Bullets will get saved, because I could potentially use them later. Or I can discard them. So this is fine. This is really, really, really good for me. I mean, if need be, Van Helsing could actually Night Supply. So I don't... Does it really matter? Okay, he's targeting Godalming. It's fine. Oh, cool. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I've taken a little bit of damage. I took 4 damage spread across 2 hunters, but it's fine. I've dealt with this vampire, which is very good for me. Van Helsing could even now heal at night, so he's even better equipped to deal with Cologne. You have to go and deal with Paris. You've got a stake and a weapon, so I'm not overly concerned. Unless he's put double vampire. The fact this is starting location is only 2 encounters, not 3, I'm okay with it. Mina supplies, gets ticket, unless there's a new vampire here. With which case I'll move her in to save the stake again. Okay. I could try and Heavenly Host this. I've got 2 Heavenly Hosts across the other hunters. I could try and Heavenly Host this if I wanted to. Should we try it? Let's dodge first, and let's see what he does with this dodge. Okay. That makes me feel a lot safer about playing Heavenly Host now. Because imagine there's another vampire. I could then stake that one. There is a risk here. I get bitten and I lose the Heavenly Host. Is that worth the risk? It would make my life a lot easier if I kill it now. What are the chances he's picked up double? Maybe I play Punch, actually, and then play Heavenly Host 3rd round. Yeah, let's do that. And I'll be really gutted now if he plays Mesmerized. Oh, I'm so bad at using Heavenly Host. Oh my god. I am awful. I am truly awful. Okay. I think he might be scared of a knife. Do I play it? Sod it. Let's play it. If he plays Fangs, then I'm just a bad player. I could have got it. Oh, cool. That worked. Nice. Good. Okay. Not good I'm using... Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on there? I've seen a lot of glitches with this combat screen lately. Not good I'm using a Heavenly Host like this, but I don't have Consecrated Ground. So it's not as if I suddenly need it, you know, within the next couple of days. If this is not a vampire, then that's a shame. But there's nothing really I can do about it. Do I actually move her into Paris and then they can Psychic Scan again? No, I'm gonna supply, actually. Hey! That's the stuff. Oh, yes, please. Okay, good. That was very worth it. Okay. Let's heal with Godami. Seward shall search this, because he can then do a night supply at another time. Oh. Okay, I didn't need to use the Heavenly Host. But I still have the stake. The stake isn't lost. So, yeah, this is fine. So what I can do here with Seward is move him... What's his ticket? He's still in Gallia after Wolfram. I really need to check Marseille. But I bet he's gone into... Spain. I don't want to move Seward off a big city because I want to resupply at night, but I also got to heal with him. I've got to be a little bit careful here. I don't end up dying unnecessarily. So moving him to Marseille probably makes sense. I move Mina to Bordeaux. Seward heals, supply heals, and then goes into Iberia. Don't know. I should probably move Kodami into Cologne, just in case it's something that Van Helsing cannot deal with. Don't know. The fact I've given away no points at the moment, I'm kind of happy with. I mean, maybe because of Seward's good ticket, maybe he just stays in Paris rather than committing to Marseille. Don't know. I can't use horses yet because I haven't got all the white ones out. I don't want to risk it, so maybe It's just better if Godalming goes to deal with Cologne. That might just be better. Yeah, I think supplying with him makes the most sense. Okay, Vampire Lair is potentially useful. Do you supply? Yes, I think is the answer. Good. So I can Vampire Lair if I need to. Wax Cylinders is also very good. Oh, I can do a straight swap then. Nice. Okay, that works perfectly. Do you go to Bordeaux? No, actually, I sent her to Marseille. He might be here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Right, you're gonna search this. Cool. Okay, so I got Heavenly Hose. I can stop him from healing. I've also got double forewarned, so I'm not as scared of Fog as I would normally be, but Fog is still pretty bad. Cool. Okay. So tricky because I need him to start. I need him to heal. Yep, we'll show the Heavenly Host. I think he must have gathered by now. I've got it. It also means it stops him from healing if he's going to go to sea now, so this is good. I think you healing makes the most sense. Right, you can do a straight swap with him for the Vampire Lair, and you take... Oops, I think I give you Forewarned, and I think I give you Wax Cylinders. I think that makes the most sense. Yes, 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 and you get a ticket. Hey! Right. Good. We're in a really good position. We're halfway through second week, more or less. We're getting towards the end of the second week, but he's got no points. He is probably in Iberia. Unless he's done something really weird, like Fate Wolfform to Clermont Ferrand is now into Munich. But this is good. This is good stuff that's happening. Have I used a night supply? I don't think I've used a night supply yet. Don't remember. Right, that'll be fun. Right, I don't use Reinvigor yet. It's pointless to do so. So what I'm going to do with Godalming is get him onto Geneva, I think, because if somehow Dracula's been really sneaky, he would have gone through this way. Cool. I think Seward's safe here to go... Oh, we go as far as Madrid, you know. Does Mina have... Can Mina back him up? No. I've got a forewarned. Like, how bad can it be? I think I'm going to make use of this 3-2 while it is available to me. Okay. That's okay. That's not a huge cause for concern. If I move here with Mina and he's not in Saragossa, then we got a bit of a problem. Maybe I should have already gone to Saragossa and... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. my deduction was correct. That's fine. So, what's he done? He has... How many stakes have I revealed to him? Only 2. Okay, that's fine. Wax cylinders heal. Wax cylinders heal. I think wax cylinders, I think, is a good idea now. It's unlikely that he hid, but you just never know. Do I do a night supply with you? I think the answer is yes. I've got a blood transfusion, so I can discard. Evil Presence. Cool. So he's either in Lisbon or Granada. Good to know. I know, shock horror, right? I mean, he could have gone up to Bordeaux. So actually me knowing that is actually quite important. Do I search this? Yeah. I have to discard the rifle because of fucking white ones, don't I? Okay, well that's fine. I can move Mina onto Madrid. She can night supply safely. I assume he's in Lisbon? I can't use Renewed Vigor here because Gadami's too far away. Mina's now down an item. If I had like a Heroic Leap or something, I'd maybe go for it. But I'm not going to. There's no need to. Just deal with Toulouse. Uh, I assume he's gone to Santander, so I guess I move Sud to Santander. Um, just get this trail dealt with ASAP. I really need to get Van Helsing off here. This is actually not a very good location for him to be in. Does he have... He has spare tickets, so I could get him round to, like, Venice or something. Okay, this is fine. That's not fine, though. Let's just do this in order, and let's not... Oh. Well. Good job I didn't have CG, otherwise he would be in a lot of trouble right now. Cool, that's fine. Okay, so Gadami deals with Toulouse. Yeah, this is okay. This is okay. Do nothing. Do you use wax cylinders? I kind of want to prefer to heal, to be honest. You get a ticket. Good. I don't need tickets tomorrow. And then you resupply. Oh, wow. Oh dear. Of course she gets holy bullets, of all things. I mean, could potentially give it to Seward once he's staked something. Don't worry, I got you, buddy. Don't worry. Right, so I can deal with 2 encounters today. I hope, assuming I roll well. I could... Oh, maybe even 3 encounters today. Do I move Mina off? Yeah, I think I've got 1 night supply left. So I'm going to have to use that night supply on Mina, or I trade the Holy Bullets to Seward, and then Mina night supplies somewhere else down the line. It'll be fine. If I can deal with 3 encounters today, and he's at sea, this is going very well. I'm kind of worried about moving Van Helsing off here. Maybe I just keep him supplying. Whoa! Do not use the train. That's not what I want you to do. Right. I do have to be a little bit careful here. Okay. Yeah, let's do this in order. Let's go to Alicante. It's more likely that Cadiz is fog. So out of all the people, I'd probably prefer Mina to be trapped in fog. I don't have hypnosis. So it's not as if I lose much if she's the one stuck in fog. Okay. You supply. Newspaper reports. Fucking useless. I mean, actually, I might keep it because you just never know. I might have it need it for later. Do you go to Cadiz? Yeah. I say with not much confidence. I really hope she doesn't die. That would be very unfortunate. Maybe I trade Forewarned off her. On the off chance that she gets royally screwed over by a vampire. How many vampires have I seen? Only 2. Oh, of course, the one with the stake isn't there. Okay. Right, I will try to kill this with punch-knife combo, which he's probably seen about 1,000,000,000 times, but, you know, he might fall for it. I doubt it, but he might fall for it. Okay, he's not letting me punch. I think that's probably a clear sign to him that I'm trying to be aggressive. I mean, Mina can Night Supply. She might get the last stake. Oh, hang on a minute. Where are the stakes? Mina... yeah, okay. Let's dodge, and then I'll knife, and then... okay. Yeah, good play. Good play, well done. If he's just going to draw all his cancel cards, there's very little I can do about this. I will not use the stake with Seward. I'll play knife here, and then dodge, and then knife again, I guess. Cool. Okay, so that's 2 damage at least, and he doesn't give up. I don't get... Nah, he doesn't get a point. I'm surprised he's ambushing here. Do I dodge? Yeah, let's dodge, and then knife again. He might see this come in and plot. Nope, he's mesmerizing me. Okay, this is fine, actually, because if he doesn't draw Escape as Mist, or his second, Strength, he can't actually stop this vampire from dying now. He needs Escape as Mist or Strength, and I'm gonna have to hope he doesn't draw them, but he picked very quickly. Ah! Stop! Stop cancelling my shit! Oh my goodness. Lucky bastard. He had 4 cancel cards out of the first 5 rounds. Oh, unbelievable. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I can try and kill this with Mina again, or... How's the deck? Ooh, it's not going to reset anytime soon. Okay, well, we'll see. Don't kill my children. Okay. Let's interact with this. Cool. Good, I stopped that. I will search this, but I will not use the stake. Alright, I regret that choice instantly. I think I let this mature. He doesn't get a lot of benefit out of this. I've got Vampire Lair. He gets 2 points. And it means I get out of here quicker. Yeah, I'm just gonna let him have it, I think. Well, Dunno. I've got a stake, but the problem is then, how do I deal with the Kadif one? That's the issue. It's not the Alicante one that's the problem. It's then the Kadif one. Whereas if I just let the Alicante one mature, Granada might mature. I kind of worry about what Granada is. Who has Chartered Carriage? Seward does. I think I need to... I trade with Mina. Take 4 wound off. Give a newspaper. Go excellent weather. Yeah. I don't know. This is difficult. If I let Alicante mature, do I let Granada go? There's a chance if this is a hoax or a Desecrated Soil, he will just not mature the Alicante Vampire. I guess... Do I use Wax Cylinders on Granada? Oh, that feels kind of terrible. I guess if I discover it's something that is worth maturing for him, I could then suddenly run him back and... I might be able to bait him, actually, into not maturing Alicante. So he layers it, thinking he's going to get these two things to mature, but they actually really run back and deal with these two things. I would probably actually just prefer to reposition, honestly. Rather than... Yeah, I mean, it's 2 points. I think I leave it. Oh, Toulouse is in the lair. Nice. Yeah, I think I let them mature. I think that's the right choice. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like letting things mature, but I think I would lose too much time dealing with those two vamps. And I think that is worth more than 2 points to him, to me, if that makes sense. Let's do a switch. Do I actually switch? That's the question. If I want him to have holy bullets, probably not. But the thing is, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. I guess what I might do here is give double knife to Mina. Double gun. Godalming then uses the night supply. Yeah. Don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's the right play, but we'll go with it. I mean, it heals. Okay. Okay. I do have an issue, being I wasn't on any of these ports, so I don't know which direction he's going in. I do have a weak, though, so... It could be a lot worse. Hmm. I think I've got one night supply left, but if I've counted wrong, I'm in big trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, so there's 10 left. Odds are still pretty good for me. The thing is, all of these hunters are moving, none of them are supplying next turn. Well, I guess Gadami could night supply, get rid of the stake, and Mina and Seward trade, and Mina night supplies. No, Mina doesn't need a night supply. I think that's good. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's very easy for me. It's either Galway or Cagliari. I cannot get into position to scan Italia today. Nothing we can really do about that. Good thing is, if Alicante matures, it doesn't wipe the trail. Do I? I don't know. I think going to Marseille makes sense here. I think we're gonna have to split a little bit. You've got Chartered Carriage, so he can reposition easier. I need hide scouts. I haven't obtained many this game, so let's see if I can get one there. Nope. That's a good card, though. Oh! Fuck me. Wow, that was like worst case scenario, that was. Oh dear. Okay. Right. You use the last night supply, and I really hope I've not fucked it up. Oh. I think I'm going to take the Holy Circle. That's a good card. You heal. I think you have to sit and wait. Maybe Mina shouldn't have moved there. Maybe I should have moved to Madrid in order to deal with Granada. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake. I need to quickly take a bathroom break. BRB. Yeah, and I will not pause the recording because I'm not a pro. Let's see. Oh, he's layering. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm back, as you can tell. Right. This feed signals to me that he is in Cagliari. Right. So I guess the question is, if I want to go and deal, he's layered that. So Granada must be worth him maturing, I would assume. So what could be worth him maturing? Desecrated soil. It doesn't give him much value right now. Or a hoax. Hoax could be bad. So what I'd really like to... Maybe I should use Wax Cylinders against it. What I'd really like to do here is to Wax Cylinder this, and then Sense of Emergency with... Van Helsing could trade... I could use Speed Telegraph, trade Sense of Emergency to Seward. He then goes to Granada, deals with Granada, then deals with Cadiz. Problem is, if this is a hoax, I have to use the stake on the hoax, and then try to kill this vampire in combat, which might not happen. That's fine. I can think while he's away. So, maybe I should have kept Seward in place until I knew what he was doing, rather than going backwards and forwards like a yo-yo. That was very much my fault. Cadiz maturing is actually pretty good for him, because if he is in Cagliari, he can then go in either direction. So I do somewhat have to stop this vampire now. So yeah, I think I've made a mistake going out and then back in again. If I can get Gadami and Mina to Genoa, if that's how you pronounce it, right? Yeah, not Genoa, Genoa. I can scan Italy, discover if he's there. If he's not there, then he's either in France, or he could be in Spain, actually. Could still be in Iberia. If for some reason this is a hoax and then I can't stop this vampire, then Van Helsing can use Vampire Lair to counteract that, but then I've still got the problem. I guess Cagliari, or whatever this is, falls off the trail too. So it's not like the worst case scenario if Cadiz matures. Granada maturing too? Oh. I wish I'd played Wax Cylinders last night instead of healing with Seward. But I think healing with Seward was the right idea because then you'd be down to 5 health after the sense of emergency. His deck's reset. How many hoax have I seen from him? Shit. How many hoaxes have I seen? I think I've only seen one. Oh. uh... tough choice. I could use Renewed Vigor to get to these, but it's not worth it after backing out. No, I should have gone with my instinct and cleared the trail. At least dealt with Alicante, and then I could have dealt with Granada and then left. What is Granada? Is Granada a hoax? There's no way he put a hoax. Well, he might put a hoax, because there's a chance then Kadif matures behind it. Hoax is quite likely. Maybe I just have to just not reposition and just commit to what I've done. Yeah, let's sod it. Sod it. Let's just stick with what I've done. And then, if it was the wrong choice, then we can all laugh about it and criticize me. Keep supplying. Do Pizza Wizard strat. If you're ever stuck in a jam, just supply your way out of the trouble. This is bad, because if I now supply, there's a chance then I'm going to throw away something good. Crap. Okay. Let's actually move you then. And if he's in Galway, I'm gonna cry. Well, do I really need sense of emergency? Oh, sod it. Let's supply. I don't have an ally, so that's useless. I've already got one, so it's not as if I need a second one necessarily. Cool, I can scan Italia today. That's good. Maybe I should have kept the crucifix to give here crucifix. Yeah, maybe I misplayed that. Let's pretend to trade. Well, actually, do I give her Heavenly Host? Oh no, that sounds awful. Do I? Oh, maybe I do. Maybe I'm sneaky. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get ticket with you. Try to reposition. Right. Van Helsing will supply next turn. He doesn't have to give up an event. No, I don't think I do anything right now. A new scan. Oh, what a surprise! The issue is I've got he can now split the map in half. He can go best mature ever coming up. Okay. Okay. I don't know if he's being sarcastic or not. If it's Desecrate, so I'll be really happy. Oh no! Oh crap. Oh no. Okay, well, thing is, if he matures Kadif, I don't have to do Cagliari anymore, so you know, he gets 2 net points. And a Dracula card. It'll be interesting to see what he takes here. I haven't drawn Behind the Veil yet, so if I get behind the veil now, it'll be really good because I could then potentially snipe a fog and also see what his card is. Where's my book, by the way? Oh, there's my book. I haven't been taking notes. I've definitely got no more Mystic Research supplies. I'll just say Celebi. He's got a lot of cards to contemplate over. I got halfway through the deck before these cards get shuffled in. But yeah, if there's a second Renewed Vigor or Consecrated Ground somewhere near the top, then it gets shuffled. Yeah, this could potentially lose me the game. But we'll see, we'll see. I've got still time. He hasn't accumulated lots of points. As long as I can get really, really soon, like a Hypnosis or Money Trail, I think I'm in. Thinking, yeah, MP. No problem. That's fine. Not a problem. Oh, Fangs isn't spectating. Did that... It doesn't look like he quit, so there must be like maybe it's a visual bug. Dunno. Yeah, he's got a lot of things to contemplate here. Yeah, in hindsight, I could have staked that vampire and then dealt with Granada, and then the two of them could have dealt with Kadif together, but then I would have spent so much time doing that, I would not be in this now position I'm in here, where I know, you know, where he is. Cagliari's potentially going to fall off the trail. If he layers Kadif and puts a rumor on Cagliari, I can send... Oh, I haven't got a stake. Van Helsing might be able to get there in time, or I send Sud over there. Yeah, actually it's kind of risky if... Oh, okay. Interesting. Is that something that he can play at the beginning of his... like, immediately? That's what it seemed like, but maybe I'm wrong. Wow, it went up from 37 up to 52. Good God, there were 16 Dracula cards in there. Well, that's very unfortunate. Can Van Helsing get to this in time? 1, 2, 3. With the stake, he might be able to get there in time, actually. So maybe I need to use Charlie Carriage preemptively, as if that is going to be a thing I need to do. Unless suddenly now one of these lot get a stake. My deck's reset, so you never know. Maybe I should have kept the stake on whoever it was who discarded it. Good arming. He's got one rumor token left. He used 2 earlier on. Interesting. I mean, I may as well use wax cylinders for the banter, right? Nope. Don't use newspaper reports. Right, so we just supply our way out of this problem, and that's very good. Good. Again, just keep supplying. It's not going to look as good as it would have been because of all these Dracula events in here, but it's okay. Yep. The Dracula events. Good thing is, this hide's not going to fall off the trail. Again, I'm going to do a search. I'm going to do a fake trade. Let's use wax cylinders. Even though I don't need it, but I'll just do it anyway, just for banner. I think Seward needs... I think we need to switch The sense of emergency and chartered carriage around. Van Helsing can use Vampire Lair today unless he doesn't. Just had to be sure. Yeah, and if need be, I get with Wax Enders or Speedy Telegraph. Yeah, this is fine. And I'll heal with you. I could have scanned for BM, but I didn't. Right, okay, now... Is he going to mature this? I'm going to guess he's not going to mature it. He does mature it. Honestly, it means I don't have to deal with Cagliari now. So I'm okay with this. He could go back to Cagliari, weirdly. He could go into... Oh wait, because of the way that works, he has no current location. That's so weird. That's such a weird interaction. Because normally... Right, the game does remember where he is, because normally Dracula cannot have a location. That's so weird, it's so wacky. I don't know which way he's going. So... I'm just gonna keep supplying, I think. I don't need a stake anymore. So actually having holy bullets, I think, is... Oh, maybe that was a bad choice. Oh, snap! I know where he is. He's in Mediterranean now. Wow. I'm gonna give a little this. Excellent. Do you supply? Yes, I think is the answer. Oh, I'll take consecrated ground. Let's ditch the wax cylinders. You shall use Vampire Lair now. Just to get it over and done with. And meanness our supply. Oh, I've missed the banter with Mistergreen. So yeah, he's in Mediterranean now. This is really important. That evil presence was really, really good for me. Because that basically tells me Elise's left in that direction. He can go back to Turinian. There's nothing stopping him from doing that. But he might actually wolf on from Med now. Van Helsing's delayed, which puts me at a disadvantage. But I could use Speedy Telegraph to scan Italy first, and then move the other two hunters, you know, into Iberia, if that is necessary. I don't have the... How am I doing for Heavenly Hosts? I've got 2 Heavenly Hosts. Okay. I think we actually get rid of this ticket. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. And then we do this. Okay. It's still not one yet. And it's definitely not... I'm not in a good winning position either. Rufus Smith would be very useful right now. To kind of force him into a position of... Oh, he's moved a second sea space. Okay. I am still going to stay still. Hopefully I do not... This is not... Well, let's see, let's supply. I've got the Heavenly Host. Good. Good. Local rumors? Ah. It's worth a go. One of those days will work. It does work quite a lot of times for me. Okay, keep supplying. I really need like a Mystic Research or something. Not Mystic Research. Don't need that. You can get folk. I need like a hypnosis. That's what I really need right now. What's his health? 11. I think getting that Ever Heavenly Host is definitely worth that. So he's either in South Atlantic now or Trinian. If he moves a third sea space, I could move... Well, I think still supplying is the name of the game here, I think. Still the name of the game, I think. He still has a lot of work to do. As long as I use my movement correctly, he is not going to be on full health. Oh, okay. More sea damage. Okay, he's an Ionian or North Atlantic now. Let's keep supplying. Again, being a bit greedy here, but... Shit. That's not useful. If it was one turn later, that would actually tell me a huge amount of information. I'll just use it immediately, just to get out of my hand. Knife. I'll take a knife over a rifle. Behind the veil. Cool. So we have 2 fogs and 3 aristocratic vampires. And he also has a summon storms, which I saw. So... that's very good. Oh, oh no. Damn. Damn, that's unfortunate. That local rumors would have been absolutely clutch if Mina had drawn that. Oh, damn. Sister Agatha. I think I equip her. Oh. Okay. I have a surprising return. I've newspaper drawn. Do I night supply? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. 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 I think with Summon Storms, I think it's more likely he's going to Britannica here. Who has excellent weather? Mina has excellent weather. That's not the person to have excellent weather on. I have to give it to... Thingamabob, to Van Helsing. Unless he's done Summon Storms as a complete bait. I have Consecrated Ground. The problem is Consecrated Ground's on Seward, and if I move Seward across, he can't then use Consecrated Ground. Is he in Irish Sea? Oh. Do I preemptively send Van Helsing over here? I have to keep Van Seward on land here because of the Consecrated Ground, which is really, really, really not good. Maybe I should give Consecrated Ground to Van Helsing. Oh. I might have to move to Munich here, because there's a chance he's gone... There's no way he's gone Black Sea, surely. Yeah, let's move to Munich. I think I have to send Van Helsing over here now. Before Summon Storms kick in. And a supply. No. Ah, that local rumours. Oh, that really hurt. Well, I've got Surprising Return. It's not over yet. Do I give him Consecrated Ground? Maybe. Then imagine he dies. The chances of dying are quite low because of these items. Oh. I hate it, but I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, let's see. I've got no, like, Hypnosis or Money Trail. It's really killing me right now. I think with the Consecrated Ground Renewed Vigor, he'd be dead otherwise. But it's going to make it very exciting to watch. Let's see how good my he might actually be an Adriatic. I can't use Consecrated Ground here because there's just a huge risk I send it the wrong way. Where do I check? Right, is this all a complete bait, though? That's the problem. Is this a bait? It could be. You know what I kind of want to do? I want to use Surprising Return first. Right. Now the question is, how do I play this? Am I predictable or what? It's the meta. Swansea meta now. Right. I can use... I can use Consecrated Ground. I'm gonna just how I'm thinking. I gotta be really careful here how I play this. I can use Consecrated Ground. CG. North Atlantic's here. 1v1 like a man. I wish I could. I wish I could. Right, let's think about this. I'm going to put CG in Dublin. Yeah, this wolf form will act like a token, so he can't get back there. So he's then forced to go Irish Sea. If I put London, Swansea, Liverpool, Heavenly Host. He is then forced to go into Liverpool where he'll find Van Helsing. The big question is then, will Van Helsing be able to kill him? I want him to do sea damage to himself. If I play this well, I might be able to kill him. So I don't think I use the Renewed Vigor now. I skip. And I skip. And what I do is I get the other hunters in position to then come across the sea as soon as the summon storms run out. So do I use Charter Carriage here? No, I don't think I do. Right. Okay, can get me until a half tomorrow. I think Seward still supplies. Fucking typical. Typical. Doing Charter Carriage. Right. Cool. So I get Mina to this channel. Yeah. He'll probably take... Maybe I should have used Renewed Vigor to get them all into a port. Or as close as. Right, so I play... He'll get up to 8. Maybe if I Renewed Vigor now to get Godalming to North Sea today. Don't know. I don't know. Right, Consecrated Ground time to... Yeah, I want him to go to sea here. Because I want him to do more damage to himself, and then it means it's one turn he's not picking up Fear of Dracula points. So I'd definitely put this here. He doesn't have Devilish Power. So what I'm actually going to do here... Oh no, I need to force him out of Swansea. I do need to show this. I don't want him to feed on the spot or anything. Come on. Come on. Gotta be really careful that I didn't misclick like Manchester by mistake. So the cool thing is you cannot misdirect wolf form. North Atlantic is here. So he'll never get it back in time. So he's forced to sea. And then he'll come back onto my location. Right, now do I play Renewed Vigor? It'll get me into North Sea one turn faster. But then it means that Van Helsing cannot really resupply as well. So actually, I think I don't. And I might live to regret that. But we shall see if I've made the right choice or not. So you need to get here. You supply. I'm trying to maximize my chances of drawing, like, planned ambush or something. But no, the game doesn't want to give me a planned ambush. So that's fine. Have it your way, game. Right. So, question is, can Van Helsing kill Dracula solo? That's the question. If he kills Van Helsing, he wins. Do I pick up a second forewarned and then I'm able to trade it to Mina at some point? I think the answer is no. Maybe I should have done. Maybe I should have done. Maybe I should have traded double forewarned. I could have then used renewed vigor to give something to Mina, but I don't think they're going to get across quickly enough. That's the problem. Maybe Godalming needs the forewarned, actually. Nah, save it. Right. How good is this going to be? That's the question. How good is this going to be? I've got Aggie. Oh, how likely is it he's going to play? Oh, I need to get this Heavenly Host to perfection. How likely is it that he mesmerizes me first? How likely is it that he fangs me first? Does Godami have Charter Courage? Maybe I should have... no, I think I made the right choice with the Renewed Vigor. This is tough. This is really, really difficult, and I don't know what to pick. So I'll pick a punch and hope it's right. If he claws me, that'll be very bad. Okay. I stopped his plotting. I didn't take any damage. But I didn't use Heavenly Host on him. Now what? Do I use the pistol? I think the answer is yes, and then I think I use Heavenly Host. Okay. If he bites me, it doesn't make a difference. Right, now the question is he going to play Fangs now, this turn? I'm only mesmerized. It's not a night fight. I'll be gutted if he plays. Maybe. Oh, shit, I could have played Heavenly Host 2 turns in a row. Ah! Oh, crap. Let's play a rifle, actually. I don't think he'll see that coming. And then I play Heavenly Host. I could have killed him. I could have had him. I could have had him. He doesn't heal from the Heavenly Host. So maybe I just do it. Maybe this might be wrong, but I think I play it now. I think he might play Fangs now. It's a GG! Come on! Oh! My goodness. Oh, hang on a minute. Where's the quote? There's a certain quote that I need. 1 second. 1 second, folks. Oh, the BM's about to come out. 1 second. God, I need to lie down after that. Where's the where's the where's the quote? Yeah. Sorry. Sorry for the BM. I feel so bad. you that quote is targeted to a very specific player. uh, Great game. Oh, bloody hellfire. Oh, goodness me. Where were the fangs? Oh, goodness. I am shaking, folks. I am literally shaking. How on earth did that work? God, I got very lucky there. Oh. What was the influence? 8. Good game. I remain undefeated against Mistergreen in tournament play. This is... Oh no, that's not true. That's absolute bollocks. As hunters, I remain undefeated against Mistergreen. He's beaten me as hunters. Goodness sake. Okay, I'm going for a lie down. I think Thanks if I want to do a little post-game chat. So I'll stop my recording. Or do I keep the recording going? Oh no, I'll keep the recording going. Let's go and chat to them for 5 minutes before I collapse in a heap on the floor. Where's the voice thingy? There it is.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Hello, Scotsword. Well, good. GG, well played to both of you. Excellent match.
Yeah.
I'm glad, and I'm definitely glad I was able to hop on and that I was free this morning, as it's actually still not quite noon for me.
I don't know about you,
But it's
Miss Green,
just
but
too good.
I'm shaking. That was it. I was absolutely shaking there at the end in that combat.
Yes, which I noticed that you definitely did better in combat this game than you typically do.
It's my weakness. I was expecting
Yes.
fangs. I was like, "There's no fangs. When's he gonna play these fangs? I'll sod it. I'll just play it now, and hope."
Yes, that was the one round where I definitely would have if he had a fangs, MG when he played the Heavenly Host. Basically the round when the threat of you potentially escaping began, or
Yeah.
just before or basically when you sunk to 4 HP and the Heavenly Host would have been the killing blow. Just makes logical sense.
Yeah.
So, did you have a fangs out of curiosity?
Nope. So yeah, doesn't so.
The fact that you
Unlucky.
opted, yes, which, although one thing I will say to admonish you, Scotsword, why didn't you at least peek at Granada? He had only one hoax had shown up.
Yeah, I think this is like the only thing with like third person perspective. Like when you watch the first person perspective back, I was actually really toying with the idea of using a wax cylinder on Granada or potentially staking the Alicante vampire, deal with Granada, then leave. Um, I didn't expect a hoax. I was most maybe expecting desecrated soil. It was only then once I'd moved out, I suddenly kind of realized, oh, this could be a hoax, and that would be pretty bad for me.
Ah,
So I did contemplate
yeah,
it a lot, but the thing is, by the time I moved everybody out, and Mistergreen had then layered the Alicante vampire, I kind of realized, I'm gonna waste so much time. I did have a sense of emergency to get Seward to Granada, but then I suddenly realized, well, yeah, but if it is a hoax and I stake the hoax, then the vampire will mature anyway. So I just
yeah, but at
decided
least he doesn't get a drag event. Which
no.
with the massive, which I suppose Mistios was hack away again, wasn't he?
You had a lot of choices to choose from. And to be fair, when I saw the Summer
Yes,
Storms, I did think,
he
is
was.
that a Britannica play? But yeah.
Yeah, yes, that's also NG. You asked if you're that predictable. The Summer Storms kind of gave that away.
Well, I
Also,
was gonna play it anyway if I had gone in the other direction. I had no
No,
use for it.
yes,
to your credit, Mr. Green, I did say as soon as you played the Summon Storms, I did say out loud, "Is this just a massive ruse and you're actually in like Black Sea or something?"
Yeah.
So I
Well,
was I was very prepared for you to be playing Trixie because I know what you're like.
I should have played it a
yeah.
turn earlier before you got Van Helsing over.
Yes, but you had not. But from your first-person perspective, you had forgotten, quote unquote, forgotten about excellent weather? Question mark.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was hoping he wouldn't play it.
Right.
Well, in any event, Mr. Green and Scotsword, for your information, told me that he was hoping for Unearthly Swiftness, but that wasn't an option. But he did have a manual Hilda team as an option, and with there being a drag event on top at the time, I'm really wondering why I didn't take that. In truth,
Well, I went
mean,
for what I could see instead of random
Right.
cards.
Right. And also,
yeah,
with a manual Hilda
In
side,
hindsight, since I lost.
yeah, hindsight's so easy. But then you could say, "Oh, you could have taken Devilish Power, or you could have taken something else." Right? It's so easy to sit here
Yeah.
and say it. But the thing is, like,
very true.
you didn't know what I had either, right? Because the
Nope.
other reason why you might pick a manual is then to discard Hunter events. You didn't know I was actually lacking. I had the CG, but that was, if I remember right, a fairly late pickup. I did have Renewed Vigor, but I had no way of
Yes,
finding you. I had no Money Trail, no Hypnosis.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think the
guessing that
CG came later. So
I'm guessing that I'm certain that you did have an RV due to how much you were hesitating while he like. I'm guessing either Mina or Goldaming had an excellent weather, so you could have challenged him on CAG,
nope,
correct?
no, they didn't. Van Helsing there's only one excellent weather, and Van Helsing had it, and I just kind of had to hunch. As soon as Cagliari got knocked off the trail, I was like, right, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Van Helsing was keeping it. But I was like, well, I don't need to give it to one of those two. So then
Yes.
Gadami had a stake, get rid of the stake, don't need it anymore. Focus on, if there is going to be an excellent web, it's going to be Seward or Van Helsing, not the other two. So,
Yes. No.
yeah.
Okay. Well, my guess was that you did have an RV, and the fact that you tossed the Heavenly Host onto that one on Paris, that gave away to me that you didn't have CG early, because you hardly would have done that. Otherwise,
It'd be less
the
likely I'd
vampire.
use it if it was early, but at the same time, I didn't know what that second encounter was, and for all I knew, it could have been a second fighting vamp, and if I was able to kill one in combat and then one stake, that's more efficient than having to then try and faff around with the second one later. In the end, in hindsight, I shouldn't have used the Heavenly Host. I could have just staked it, and that'd have been that. But the fact I didn't have Consecrated Ground made that decision easier for me. But I've seen that in the comment going, let's just try and kill this immediately. And then I got a stake freed up for something else. And in the end, I kind of needed that stake, because then there was a Vampire Lair that got played. Potentially in Spain, I could have used the stake, but in the end, I didn't because I let it mature. I would say Mr. Green, good, really well played in terms of
Yeah.
layering the first one and then
Yeah.
allowing the
Trying to
second once
trying
you
to do it
realize
as
I was
Spencer.
leaving. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to play a Spencer style.
I played a bat in your way as well in a lair, just if you were coming back.
I suspected
Layering
that would be what it was, actually, considering that
in which position? Alicante.
It
crossword.
was a Zaragoza, so you could have jumped over it.
Okay, right. But for you, I would have had to use either Renewed Vigor or Sense of Emergency to get anywhere close to those things. In hindsight, I should have waited one more turn in Alicante and then make you think I'm going to stay, and then you'd maybe be
Yeah, yeah.
forced to mature it, the early one. But
Yeah.
in hindsight, I made the wrong play. But it's it's very easy to see here in hindsight.
Yes, I mean, from my perspective, I mean, being the third player, who of course is definitely stress free and just having a good show of entertainment, it's easy for me to say you should have at least peeked at Granada, whether that
Yeah.
means just waiting one more day to move one of them out.
Right.
But yeah, I could understand your move, Scotsword. I mean, after all, it was midweek 3 at the time, and therefore it is definitely time to focus on Drac.
Mhm.
Yeah, for a moment I was a little bit confused, but yeah, but I got it after a moment.
Yeah, and I think if I'd had like a hypnosis ready to go or a money trail ready to go, I could have maybe gone there and gone, right, I can maybe afford a hunter to stay back and deal with these things. But because I didn't, I was like, I'm gonna have to get onto ports. I need to try and get a local rumors, and I did, but it was on the wrong person, so that would have made life a lot
Yeah,
easier.
the only
Um,
person, for that matter, the only person that wouldn't give you some information.
right. But the evil,
That was definitely
I got
unfortunate.
the evil presence earlier, so you know that it
Yeah, you
swings
can't.
and
It
roundabouts. So
yeah, that it was even. One, you got your way one time. He got his way one time. In
right,
regards to that,
By the
I
way, did I get 80 influence?
you
I'm
did,
H,
trying to
yes,
do
yeah,
the report.
but
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
but by the rules, since you survived till week 4, uh, even against a formidable adversary like Scotsword, I mean, that means that Scotsword only gets 5 IDS total.
right, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't need to worry about that when I fill out the report.
No, no. You just say whatever day.
Yeah,
What
the
it was
day.
day 20. Whatever
25,
day was it?
yes.
25.
Yeah,
That's
so I
fine. We'll
still have
take
the
care
game
of it.
open, so it's 25 days past 25.
I've got a
I
question for you,
still
Mr.
the thing.
Green. Very
Yes.
quickly, just because obviously you've been away for a bit and now you've come back, and obviously you weren't here during the Immortal Invitational, which was the first tournament we had with the new Immortal update. Obviously, you've realised that
Yeah.
the trail now slides first and all this sort of thing. How is it for you? Because you've played 2 Hunter games in this tournament so far. How is it
No,
for
no,
you?
I played with a sliding trail. I played in the beta at the
Oh,
start
okay.
of
Okay, so you've done a
Immortal.
few practice games at least. How do you find it in terms of, especially, just it's also in a tournament setting now, having this different slide rule and things? How do you find it?
Well, it's really helpful as Dracula.
That it is. It
So you
makes.
like the
Of
I
change?
mean,
course.
it is at least in my case made the Britannica Sarge more easier to pull off. Uh, I've won a couple games that way. That was in the Immortal Invitational. Uh, but then again, I've also lost games trying
Yeah.
that.
But
The problem is
It,
that
it,
you're
it,
used to certain things, so I like in this game that I need to misdirect a turn earlier to get the
right,
thing to
because
go
of
away.
Jonathan Harker. Yeah.
yes, that was a small boo boo, but
Not that it mattered much because I just had the trash at the beginning of the trail anyway. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's actually quickly becoming meta. Just not bothering with a vampire or hoax first. Play a few things to just distract them first is rapidly becoming semi-meta, quote unquote.
Yeah. Again, the meta's going to swing backwards one way or the other, right? But if all hunters know that Dracula's going to put down crap at the beginning, then Dracula's going to have to switch it up and put down vampires. Otherwise, hunters aren't going to bother and go and check stuff at the beginning of the game. So
Yes, but
it'll just naturally go
very,
backwards one way and the other, which is kind of cool.
very true. But at the same time, I mean, for all they know, Dracula had a hand of 5 vampires.
Hmm.
So, in truth, I doubt that will ever fully be the case. After all, I mean, they never know exactly what Dracula had
yeah,
and such. So
the,
I would definitely not advise that sort of thing. Talking to you, Scott Sword, who left Granada alone.
Well, no, yeah, and I always say to hunters they have to clear the trail, but there is a point where your brain just has to flip in the other direction and go,
yeah,
I'm going to lose too many
Yep.
turns if I deal with this. I'd rather reposition. And if that meant I lost the game, I would sit here and say I made the wrong choice. And maybe in hindsight, even though I won, I still made the wrong choice. But I had to do it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I'm not saying, but I definitely would have spent wax cylinders since you knew he was hiding there with that scan you did.
Mhm.
You
Yep.
already knew that, so I definitely would have done the wax cylinders to take a peek at it sooner.
Right. I
Uh,
don't know what else I did with my night action. I might prioritize a heal because I didn't know when I'd have to start. Well, I guess so can move on the a heal on the move. So I can't remember what else. Maybe I got a ticket. I can't remember what I did with my night action.
I believe that particular night, that was a heal. Yes.
Right.
Uh,
So I was also potentially thinking if Alicante, if I can't remember if something else happened and I know what I was thinking now. There's a chance that I don't know what do you put in Cagliari? Did you put another vampire there, or did you realize you're going to
Yeah.
mature Kadif?
Well, at that point, I didn't know that I was gonna mature Kadif because you haven't really started moving out yet.
Okay, so I'd kept the wax cylinders on the off chance that I had to try and use it in Cagliari. In the end, I got a stake on Godalming, and he had a weapon, so at that particular moment. So Cagliari probably wouldn't have been too much of a problem for me, but I didn't know when I was going to start drawing certain things. And if I suddenly see a new vampire there, then I have to start with a wax cylinders, and I go, right, I'm going to have to potentially send 2 hunters over here now. So I saved it for that. Again, hindsight, wrong choice, but I think that's the thing when we're playing like really competitively, and Mistergreen and I have played I don't know, like thousands of games against each other at this point.
Yes,
we know we're going to test each other's limits of the game, so it just makes it really fun and enjoyable.
And well, in truth, I was kind of rooting for Mr. Green to be, simply due to the current standings and all that. Also due to the fact that back when as I told my chat, back when I was a newbie, he was one of the primary ones who would play with me like at least once or twice a week. So a lot of what I've become these days, I owe to him. In truth, so
snap. Yeah, Mr. Green was the very first player I ever played against. I remember. I keep telling this story, but I always think it's really funny because I also used to see your name, Mr. Green, on Quincy's videos. And when I popped into the Discord, and suddenly you replied to me within like 2 minutes, I was getting really excited. This really famous League of Dracula player is going to play against me, and I suddenly realised, oh no, that's because there's nobody else here. It's just Mr. Green constantly asking for Dracula games. Things have changed a lot since then. That was only 2022.
Oh yes,
but,
yes, they have. It was very similar for me. I say looking for a game, and whoops, NG pops up, and and eventually over time he and I have definitely become reasonable, definitely strong acquaintances leaning towards friends. Do pardon me if I do want him to get a win on you.
I think from certain chat, that little for people who didn't know, that little "you've got this, Mr. Green," that was a little sniper pizza wizard. He will not be happy when he sees that back.
I think this game needs a little more democracy, so I think I deserve the win.
It's a meritocracy. That's what we've got here.
Okay.
Apparently.
Just got to get good. No, I'm only joking. No, it's great. It's great to have you back in the community and playing, and it's just such good fun to play against you. So yeah.
Yeah, and with that, I think unless either of you has any final words, I think we shall close this out. Thank you, Captain Nero and Geo, for watching, and thank you to any of those who will watch this. So unless there's any final words for you two, we shall call this finished.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. See you next time. Which there's plenty more action today. So stay tuned on the channel. I will be recording my perspective later today as I face off against Geo. I will be playing Dracula. But
that's gonna be a good game. I hope I can catch it live. That's gonna be a great game.
I hope I can too.
Let's see.
Well, in any event, stay tuned. There's a lot more action today. 4 more games to be played today. Possibly more, but they won't be tourney games unless it's another last-minute situation. But in any event, thank you all for being here. Thanks for the post-game chat, MG Scotsword. I know that especially you, Scotsword. I know that this is not something you do often.
Most welcome. Thank you for streaming.
You're welcome. My pleasure to do so. In any event, goodbye, everyone. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks for the chat. I'll quickly wrap up my video too with a little bit of analysis from just my side. Just rambling as per usual. But thank you, everybody. Mr. Green, thank you for arranging this very quickly. And we can try and organise something for next week for our rematch, just so then you can free up weekends for your other games. I know it's a bit awkward with time differences and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. See you guys in a bit. Take care.
Goodbye.
There we go, folks. That was the game against Mr. Green. A very intense one. I'm now going to go and rest a little bit, and then there's another match starting. It's a live stream, so I guess by the time this video comes out, then that live stream might have already happened, but whatever. So I've got a couple of live streams tonight. There are 4 games in total, so there's loads of action with the League of Dracula over the next few hours, basically. Remember, in the description of the video, there's a playlist with all the games which have been recorded and put in there by all the different creators. So Fang's perspective of this game will be in there. My games, Gio's games in Spanish, who else? Snuff, Strider, JB Philly, everybody's in there. And you can go and check them out anytime you so wish. If you can't catch a live stream live, you watch them anytime after the fact by going to the playlist or going to the live section of the channel. But live streams are really cool if you can check them out live, especially if you can see a neutral perspective rather than if you. Some players like to live stream. I personally don't, but that's just my perspective on things. But if you can join a live stream of a neutral perspective, third person, it's really good because then you can interact with whoever is commentating, ask them questions, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's all. Really intense game. Really happy to have won at least one game out of this phase. As I said before, I don't have expectations of how many games I'm going to win out of the next 3 now out of these block of 4 games. I've just got to as long as I'm somewhat competitive in the games, then I'll be happy. Yeah, happy to get the win. And yeah, I'll see you all in another video very soon. Take care, everybody. And yeah, thanks for watching.